Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects every single one of us. Money. Specifically, we're going to talk about the 5 most important money management lessons that can completely transform your financial future. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes, but timeless principles that form the bedrock of true financial success. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's start building your path to financial freedom. The first, and arguably the most fundamental lesson, is to spend less than you earn. I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But you'd be shocked at how many people fail to master this basic rule. It's the cornerstone of all wealth building. Think of your income and expenses like a river and a dam. If the water flowing out is more than the water flowing in, the reservoir will eventually run dry. It's the same with your bank account. Living paycheck to paycheck, or worse, going into debt for lifestyle expenses, is a financial trap. It creates a cycle of stress and anxiety that's incredibly hard to break. So how do you actually do this? The key is awareness. You need to know exactly where your money is going. This is where budgeting comes in. Now, the word budget can sound restrictive, like a financial diet. But I want you to reframe it. A budget isn't about restriction. It's about intention. It's you telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. Start by tracking your spending for a month. Use an app, a spreadsheet, or even just a simple notebook. You might be surprised by how much those daily coffees or subscription services are adding up. Once you have that data, you can create a plan. The 50-30-20 rule is a great starting point. 50% of your after-tax income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. But feel free to customize it. The best budget is the one you can actually stick to. The goal is to create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is your power. It's the money you'll use to build the life you want. Now that you're spending less than you earn, what do you do with that surplus? This brings us to our second crucial lesson. Build an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Your car breaks down, your roof starts leaking, or you face an unexpected medical bill. These aren't matters of if, but when. Without a safety net, these minor crises can quickly turn into major financial disasters, forcing you into high-interest debt and derailing your long-term goals. An emergency fund is your financial fire extinguisher. It's a pool of cash set aside specifically for these unforeseen events. It gives you peace of mind, knowing you can handle a surprise expense without panicking. How much should you have in your emergency fund? The general rule of thumb is 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses. This includes things like your rent or mortgage, utilities, food, and transportation. It's not 3 to 6 months of your full salary, but just enough to cover the absolute necessities if your income were to suddenly stop. It might sound like a huge amount, but don't be discouraged. You don't have to save it all at once. Start small. Set up an automatic transfer of $50 or $100 from your checking account to a separate high-yield savings account each payday. The key is to make it a separate account so you are not tempted to dip into it for non-emergent. Celebrate the small milestones along the way. Seeing that fund grow is one of the most empowering feelings in personal finance. It's your first big step from financial defense to financial offense. Okay, so you've mastered your cash flow and built a safety net. What they say next? The third lesson is one that pays the highest dividends of all. Invest in yourself. Your greatest asset isn't a stock, a bond, or a piece of real estate. It's you. It's your knowledge, your skills, and your ability to earn an income. The more valuable you make yourself to the marketplace, the more the marketplace will be willing to pay you. This is an investment that can't be taken away from you in a market crash. It's an investment that compounds over your entire lifetime. What does investing in yourself look like? It can take many forms. It could mean going back to school to get a degree or certification. It could mean taking online courses to learn a new skill like coding, digital marketing, or graphic design. It could be attending industry conferences to network and stay on top of the latest trends. It could be hiring a coach or a mentor to guide you. It can even be as simple as reading books that expand your mind and your expertise. The world is changing faster than ever, and the skills that are valuable today might be obsolete tomorrow. Continuous learning is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity for financial survival and success. So, allocate a portion of your budget to your own growth and development. View it as the most important investment you'll ever make, because it is. This leads us directly to our fourth lesson. Actively seek to earn more money. While being frugal and saving diligently is essential, there's a limit to how much you can cut. You can only trim your expenses so far, but there is virtually no limit to how much you can earn. Once you have your financial house in order with a budget and an emergency fund, it's time to focus on growing your income. This is how you accelerate your journey to financial freedom. You've been investing in yourself, developing new skills, and now it's time to monetize them. There are many ways to do this. The most straightforward path is to seek a promotion or a raise at your current job. Use your newly acquired skills and documented successes to build a case for why you deserve higher compensation. Don't be afraid to look for a new job elsewhere if your current employer isn't willing to pay you what you're worth. Loyalty is great, but your financial future comes first. Another powerful strategy is to start a side hustle. This is where you can turn a passion or a skill into an additional income stream. Whether it's freelance writing, tutoring, selling crafts online, or driving for a rideshare service, a side hustle can provide the extra cash to pay off debt, faster boost your investments, or simply give you more breathing room in your budget. For the more ambitious, this could even be the first step towards starting your own business. That side hustle could grow into a full-time venture, giving you complete control over your income and your life. The key is to shift your mindset from being just a consumer to being a producer of value. Finally, we arrive at the fifth and ultimate lesson of money management. Create passive income. This is the holy grail of personal finance. This is where you truly start building wealth. Passive income is money you earn without actively trading your time for it. It's a concept of making your money work for you, instead of you always working for your money. Think about it. When you're at your job, you're earning active income. The moment you stop working, the money stops. With passive income, you can earn money while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, or while you're spending time with your family. This is what breaks the link between your time and your income, and it's the key to true financial independence. So, how do you create passive income? The most common way is through investing. When you buy stocks that pay dividends, you're receiving a share of the company's profits just for being an owner. When you invest in real estate and rent it out, that monthly rent check is a form of passive income. Other forms include earning royalties from a book you've written or a song you've composed. You could create an online course and sell it over and over again. You could build a website or a YouTube channel that earns money from advertising. All of these require an upfront investment of either time or money, or both. But once they are set up, they have the potential to generate income for years to come with minimal ongoing effort. The goal is to eventually build enough passive income streams to cover all of your living expenses. The moment your passive income exceeds your expenses, you're financially free. You no longer have to work for money. You can choose to work because you want to, not because you have to. So there you have it, the 5 essential lessons for financial success. Let's do a quick recap. 1. Spend less than you earn. It's the foundation of everything. 2. Have an emergency fund. It's your shield against life's curveball. 3. Invest in yourself. You are your greatest asset. 4. Earn more money. Shift from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance. And 5. Create passive income. Make your money work for you. These principles aren't complicated, but they require discipline and consistency. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Start with step 1. Master it. Then move to the next. Every small step you take today is a giant leap for your financial future. You have the power to change your financial story, and it starts right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content on personal finance and building a life of freedom. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these 5 lessons are you focusing on right now? Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.